Come join me for another adventure in an old country cemetery. Today, located in Cocke County, Tennessee. Let's go. Today, we are at the old Osborne Balls family cemetery in the Appalachian Mountains of East Tennessee. Smoky Mountains, actually. And we're in Cocke County, as I said. And it is an old cemetery. Here's a photo of it. And if you want to know where it's located, it's off of Interstate 40 northeast of the town of Hartford, and it's close to the Cherokee National Forest. So it borders the Tennessee and North Carolina line. So you're in the mountains. The earliest burial that we could find here was 1860, and they are only 48 people buried here. So here we go. Get ready. Look for ancestors, guys. We got William R. Wood. We don't have any dates for him, but we do know a little bit about William. He served in Company E of the 1st Tennessee Light Artillery in the Union Army during the Civil War. Then we have Benjamin Ball. They called him Ben, 1850 to 1924. Beside him is his wife Cassandra. They called her Cassie. Rains Ball, 1853 to 1933. And we have a picture of Ben. There's Ben. Now is his father, Ira Ball, 1827 to 1893. And notice the cross and the crown carved on his headstone. And if you know anything about it, we try to let you know what some of these symbolizes, and that will symbolize victory and Christianity. And here's his picture. There he is. There's Ira. And we have Ben's mother, Ira's first wife, Mary Miller Ball, 1831 to 1867. And then here is Ira's second wife, Mary Ann Catherine Potter Ball, 1836 to 1911. And look at the cool picture we have of her. That's a really, really nice picture. So now we have John Ira Ball, and he was the son of Bill and Cassandra that we looked at just now, 1872 to 1888. And Martha Holt Ball, 1871 to 1946, with her husband, Osborne Ball, 1873 to 1946. And he was the son of Ira and Mary Ann Ball. You remember Ira had 2 wives, so the second wife was Mary Ann. And she died in July, and he passed in the following December. Here's a picture of them. And here's a photo of him and his daughter Effie. Moving on, we have Martha Patsy. Look how Patsy's spelled. Patsey. Martha Patsy Thomason Ball, 1786 to 1860. And her husband, Osborne Ball, 1779 to 1860. And the original grave markers, it's in the background of the picture if you can see. You'll notice that they both died in 1860. He died in May, but we don't know exactly when Martha passed away. We do know that she was born in Louisa County, Virginia. And Osborne was born in Buncombe County, North Carolina. And check out this awesome picture of Martha. Now, there's the early settlers. I mean, an Osborne picture, it's really good too. Look at that. And from what we found out, they may have belonged to a Cherokee tribe. We're guessing they were, early settlers, like I said, in this part of East Tennessee. That's some history. Now we have Royal Ball, 1869 to 1888. They called him Riley, and he was the son of Ira and Marianne Ball. And then here's a picture of him and one of his sisters, Sarah Jane Ball Smith. Now, next is his sister, Cassie Ann Ball Baxter, 1877 to 1963. And this picture was taken in 1895, and there's no photo of her grave. This picture shows Cassie with her husband, Noah Baxter, and their children. Now, in the front is Maddie, Sam, and Viola. And in the back is Osborne, May, and Polk. This photo shows Cassie and Noah later in life. And look at this picture. It looks like they're standing beside the barn. That's some good stuff. I love finding pictures. Now, this is Cassie's daughter, Effie Lee Baxter, 1918 to 1923, and she was almost 5 years old when she passed. And here's a photo that shows her with her sisters from left to right, Georgia, Goldie, and Effie herself. Now we have one of Cassie's sons, Osborne B. Baxter, 1901 to 1954. And here's a picture of Osborne when he was just a young child. And a picture of Osborne. He's on the right of this picture with his brother, Polk. That's an unusual name, Polk. This must have been a photo here of a family reunion in front. And let's go left to right. We've got seated Maddie, Viola, Goldie, and Georgia. And then standing there is Sam, Polk, their father Noah, Osborne, and circled in red, and then we have May. Moving on, we have James Thomas Hall, 1880 to 1963, Parker Hall, 1936 to 1978, Sarah Lucinda Ramsey Hall, 1897 to 1966, and now we have Caroline Caldwell Messer. They called her Liddy, 1849 to 1923. Beside her is her husband, Osborne Strawder Messer. They called him Gus, 1844 to 1927. We did find a picture of him. And next is Mary Ball Messer, 1810 to 1871, and they called her Mickey. And you can tell reading that her headstone was hand-carved. Now we have Osborne Messer. Boy, Osborne was a popular name here. Osborne Messer, 1888 to 1967. Robert Messer, 1875 to 1901. Andrew Johnson Miller, 1861 to 1939, and his wife, Emma Ruff Miller, 1856 to 1934. And we're thinking that this photo was taken probably around the 1920s, but we couldn't find a picture of the gravesite. Next is Nancy Jane Miller, 1860 1861, and only a year old baby. And here we got a veteran, Reuben B. Miller, 1899 to 1942. We couldn't find a headstone picture, but we know he served as a private in the 117th Infantry of the 50th Division in the U.S. Army. And he may have fought in World War I, but we're not very sure. Now we've got Tom Mooneyham. That's a new one, Mooneyham, 1861 to 1926. His newer stone is leaning against the original grave marker, and you can tell it was hand carved. Then there's Joe Louis Rollins, 1868 to 1917. Sarah Jane Ball Smith, 1870 to 1892. if this picture looks familiar, you're right. It shows her and her brother, Royal or Riley Ball, who we looked at earlier in the video. Now is Clara Mae Sparks. She was born and died on June the 14th of 1923. We got Delilah Sparks, 1914 to 1920, only 6 years old. Ernest Sparks, 1905 to 1906, only a year old. G.J. Sparks, the child was born on February of 1911 and only lived for 10 months. Oh, goodness. Here's another child, Luther Sparks, 1903 to 1907, only 4 years old. Boy, this family here had a lot of children die young. Now we have Spicy Ball Sparks, 1848 to 1900. And I like that name, Spicy. It shows Spicy with her husband here in this picture, George W. Sparks, with their son, Joseph. Now there's 12 people buried here with no pictures of their graves, and they are Daniel Hall, 1845 to 1932, his wife Nancy Caldwell Hall, 1854 to 1932, same year, so don't know what's going on there. Daniel passed away in January, and Nancy died the following April. We have Anna Messer. Don't have a birth year, but we know she died in 1876. Billy Joe Miller, 1960 to 1994. That's an earlier grave. And here's another earlier grave. Nancy Lucille Hall Miller, 1933 to 1989. Sarah Louise Tigg Miller, 1858 to 1937. Verlin Miller, they called him Bud, 1929 to 2019. That's an early one. Rutilia, I hope I said that right. Rutilia Messer Potter, they called her Lily, 1850 to 1867. James McKinney Price, 1866 to 1886, with his mother Mary Ann Messer Price, 1846 to 1897. There's Rhoda Bell Price, 1895 to 1915. And the last person in this cemetery that we could find is Thursday Sparks. She was born June the 6th of 1913, passed away on her birthday exactly 1 year later. Oh, awful. But that's going to look at the old Osborne Ball Family Cemetery in Cocke County, Tennessee. There is quite a bit of local history there, laying in that ground. Guys, I hope you found some ancestors there or whatever, but man, that is awesome. Lots of good pictures too. Be sure to share this video, guys, and give us a thumbs up and a like and subscribe and get us out there. Help us out. We truly love doing this. I mean, really, we love the local history. And if you guys know of anything that we should look at in Cocke County while we're in this area, just, let us know. Write in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. And we want to take this time to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. And to always remember the true meaning of what Christmas really is about. And that's the birth of Jesus Christ. So thank you for watching once again. We'll see you next week, Lord willing, with a new video. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.